Welcome to Core Java tutorial. Now we are going to see an important keyword, super. So there are three places in which we can use super keyword. So to refer immediate superclass instance variable, to invoke immediate superclass method, and to invoke immediate superclass constructor. So for these things, we can go for a super keyword. See a simple example code. So this is a super class, so whose name is fruit. So inside this super class, there is a member variable. The name of member variable is color. So the data type of this color is a string. So now we are going to inherit this fruit class. So class apple extends fruit, so which is a single inheritance. So fruit is a superclass, whereas apple is a subclass. So inside the subclass, we are going to define a subclass constructor. So inside the subclass constructor, we are going to assign a value for this color member variable of superclass. So for this, we are using this keyword super dot member variable, so which is color. So for this, you can assign any color value. So here, this super is used to refer superclass member variable. So next, we are going to define test class, so which contains the main method. So within this main method, we are going to create an object for which class? Yes, for this subclass apple. So how to create an object in Java? Subclass name equal to new keyword, then here what is this apple? S. Default constructor. So now we are going to display the value by using system.out.println method. So how can you invoke the member variable? Is with the help of this object A. So A dot color. So see this output. So initially we are compiling this test.java file by using Java C compiler, so which generates these three classes. So apple is subclass, fruit is superclass, and test class, so which contains what? Main method. So now interrupt this test class. So the result is the value of color, so which is stored in this variable, right? So next we are going to invoke superclass constructor. So see this fruit class. So this is a superclass. So now we are going to define a superclass constructor. So as we discussed earlier, this constructor name should be same as what? Class name. So how it is a default constructor? So for this constructor, we are not passing any arguments. So now this is a default constructor. So here we are simply display a message, I am fruit class, by using this system.out.println method. So now we are going to inherit. So class, subclass name is apple, extends keyword, then superclass is fruit. So now we are going to define a subclass constructor. So apple. So here inside this apple, we are going to invoke this superclass constructor. So see this. So super keyword. So suppose we are going to invoke a member variable or method of superclass. So what is the way? Super dot member variable or super dot method name, but here noted down this empty parenthesis. So here by using this, we are going to invoke superclass constructor, so which is nothing but this fruit. So now inside the subclass constructor, again we are going to display another message, I am apple class, by using this system dot out.println method. So next we are going to define a test class to define the main method. So inside the main, now we are going to create an object for which class? Yes, for the subclass. So apple, object name is A, equal to new apple. So note it down, there are three constraints while using this super keyword. So the first is first line. So though this constructor contains n number of statements, this super keyword will be the first line. So for example, I am using the super keyword after the system.out.println method. What will happen? Compiler shows an error. So whatever be the number of lines, this super should be the first line. So next, the compiler itself provides a default superclass constructor. So when there is a no default constructor, so that default constructor will be provided by whom? Java compiler. And third is constructor chaining. So what do you mean by chaining? So we can have n number of constructors, but only after executing the superclass constructor, the subclass constructor will be executed. So which is nothing but constructor chaining. So see this output now. So first we are compiling this test.java by using JavaC compiler, so which generates three classes: subclass, superclass and test class. So here see this output. So first the superclass constructor will be executed. So that is the reason. So first I am fruit class will be displayed. Then the subclass constructor will be executed. So this concept is known as what? Yes, constructor chaining. So is it possible? So using super to invoke a static method, using super and this